You're allowed now.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
My name is Mutmaina,
And I am a peace author.
I am Oluwatoyin.
and we are talking about how to make money.
Through baking.
Yes. So we're talking about how to make money through baking. And first of all, we'd like to tell you guys what baking is.
Baking is the process of cooking food in an oven with when you mix ingredients like flour, sugar, eggs, butter to make different things like bread, chin chin, meat pie, and so on.
So we can bake with oil, we can bake with an oven. We can bake with an oven. So we have different things we can bake. We have chin chin, donuts, puff puff, and even cake.
Yes, cakes and bread.
To add to it, we can also say baking is like a combination of different ingredients to make a particular type of um,
So the major important thing in baking is you need flour. Flour is very important in
Yes,
baking.
the number one ingredient, followed by eggs and sugar and butter. You can use either butter or oil to bake.
In Nigeria, there are activities like ingredients that we use to bake. Number one, we have flour, we have sugar, we have oil is also part, we have yeast, we have baking powder and the like. So these ingredients combined together can make some pastries, cake, meat pie, egg roll, any of your pastries that you like. It can make any of them. So we also like to talk about how baking can, like the usefulness of baking in Nigeria. Number one, we can say through baking we can like become an entrepreneur on our own. For example, like baking to sell to people in the supermarket, like suppliers in the supermarket, in the warehouse, even the local shops around us. We can make money through baking by selling your cake and your pastries to them.
You can also make money by selling your baked goods to restaurants and cafes where you sell your cake slices, you sell bread, and local shops like the bread buns that we buy in school. And
So baking 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 is like a day-to-day food, because a lot of people is like a it's like what is like a fast food for a lot of people in Nigeria. We can anywhere you can see where they're selling pop off, where they are selling cakes. Even cakes, you can even give cake to a loved one to show how much you care about them, to show them how much you love them. So, and cake is also important whenever anybody is celebrating a birthday. You see most of them, they like bake a cake to show themselves that, I'm here one order.
yes, and cake baking can be, you can make money through baking by selling and by also by teaching other people to how to bake. People that like online on WhatsApp, there are people that take courses on how to teach people on how to bake and how to make different things like bread at home by yourself and cakes.
Continue now.
Okay, there are some other ways in which you can make money through baking. We have, for example, like in the Nigerian ways, through baking we can make pop-off, we can make buns, we can make chin chin for your small chops. Also, that you can make that through baking. And we also have console breaking for like your wedding party, your birthday, traditional wedding events. Through baking you can make cake with them. And we also have You can sell in markets, supermarkets. You can bake your cake. Not only cake, all the pastries that you know, you can bake
Yes.
them and sell it in supermarkets. You can even distribute them to make money, like good money, to make money in the supermarket. And we also have classes where you can know how to bake. It also help
Yes.
so as to increase your knowledge on baking. Classes where you know how to bake anything that you like, to improve your knowledge of baking and to also make money through it. We also have baking to supply to wholesale shop where they can buy, where the retailers can buy in bulk or for consume. You can also make money through that, whereby a baker who is an entrepreneur can bake and sell his or her market to the wholesaler, or even the company on its own, to be able to sell to other people and gain a lot of money.
Yes, an example of that one is the 50-50 bread that we used to eat, and different other types of bread. There's softy and like all of those breads.
Yes.
So
And I would also would like to tell you how we can bake pastry and any other thing. For example, if you want to do pop-off, we on Nigerians we know how to do pop-off. Not all, but some know how to do pop-off. And through pop-off, I think pop-off is one of the most selling
pastries.
pastry you can see in Nigeria. So through pop-off, you can be able to gain a lot. Even on the roadside, there are people who like fry pop-off to others that they were able to sell and gain more money from that. Not only pop-off, we also have buns. It sells in the market. Not only they do sell buns and pop-off from them. And apart from that, we have egg roll. I'm very sure like egg roll is not like a, let's just say, a cocaine in Nigeria, because the cost of it is very high. So through all these snacks, you can be able to gain money because it all comes from baking, which is very important. So we shouldn't see baking as a small marketing or a small like production or a small skill. Let me use skill that we have on
Yes.
our own that we can just
Or bring
abandon.
small
Yes,
source of
because
income.
through that we can gain a lot from it. We can even become a billionaire
Yeah, people are
from
building
it.
house from
And
it.
it's,
Yes.
it's not time consuming, it's very fast. These days there are instant yeast that you can use where you don't have to take too long to let your dough rise up. You can use instant yeast and then it makes it faster.
And also we can preserve it. It's not for example like chin chin. You can preserve a chin chin for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Except you want to eat a fresh chin chin, that's when you will be like, oh, let me make it today and eat it today. But you can preserve it for a long time. Even plantain chips, you can preserve it for a long time. Even some cakes do stay for a week. And we also have even miss pie, even though some of them are per day because of those ingredients that was put inside. So those we can is not time consuming, and we can preserve it for a long time.
Yes.
And also we also have different way we do bake. Like the traditional way we do bake, you have to, like, you know, the traditional rules now, whereby you will put like the local oven, whereby you use coal pot or charcoal pot
Yes.
or even wood pot to bake. So we shouldn't say until we have this
Oven,
particular type of
yes.
money before we
Before
can
you
make
can.
it through baking. Baking can come in a simplest and easy way. So we should not find excuse that, okay, how are we going to bake without an oven, an industrial oven or a big
Yeah.
oven?
You
No,
don't need
there are
that.
local ways that you can use to bake to be able
Yes.
to gain a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to start small. When you start small, that's when you
Work
later.
your way up to big things.
Yeah.
Buy your industrial oven later on. So you have to start with whatever you have now before you can get what you want later.
Also, and we also like to talk about how people can make a bigger money through baking. Like for example, you are a baker, you want to like increase your baking skill. You can like go to some whether it's online, and search for all these brand that you can use to improve your baking skill. For example, if you are baking chin chin, balls, egg roll, you can have your own brand that you can use to like supply to people from far and near. For example, I am like into cake and pastry. I can like come with my own brand in which I can be able to use to supply to other people around me, even to people outside the country, to be able to know that this is my kind of brand and my kind of skill, to be able to gain more money, and apart from that, more followers online.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can post on social media like your Facebook, your Instagram, because Instagram is one of the money making machine now. You can make money from Instagram. You can gain money from Instagram through your talents, and that talent can be through baking. When you bake, you
Question.
showcase it online.
Somebody says, Delight says, can I bake cake locally? Yes, you can bake cake locally. You can, if you don't have your industrial oven, you can use hot coal or hot stones even in a pot, and then you put your baking pan in it. And you don't need anything, just go and be checking it and to check whether it is ready or not. You can bake your cake locally. You don't need a big bakery or an industrial oven or anything.
Yeah, and it's not only cake you can bake locally. You
Yes.
can even bake meat pie locally by using your cook pot. You just have to make the light a little small. It should not be like a bright light that you use for your normal cooking or maybe rice or any other things. You just like make it the light low so you can get your so that it will not get burnt at the end of the day.
And if you are looking into learning how to bake and you are using the excuse of, oh, you don't have money to go to all these catering schools and all of that, once you have your phone and you have your laptop and you have your data, you can go on YouTube. There's nothing that you want to learn how to make that is not on YouTube. So it's not an excuse.
Yeah, because a lot
It
of
is
people are
easy and
learning.
accessible for everybody.
A lot of people are learning a lot from YouTube. So
Yes.
baking is one of the things that people are learning from YouTube. So when you learn after watching it, you can just try, make it like practice until you become what perfect.
Okay, I also like, I want to like add to the question. So yes, you can bake through the
Local.
local oven very very well. Like for example, I could remember when my sister wanted to bake like a cupcake. Apart from the big cake, I'm not only like saying that you can bake through locally through using cupcake. No, you can also bake your cake when you can bake your cake either for wedding or for like an order. Yes, you can bake your cake locally either for wedding or an order. It's not until you see an industrial machine or a well structurized machine before you'll be able to bake your cake, and it will still give you a perfect and better taste. You just need to like monitor it and to know how the
Yes.
cake is,
Not
because of
let it get
yes,
burnt.
get it burnt. So I hope we were able to answer your question. Now moving forward, we would also like to like say more about baking, because it's one of the most, let's just say, most important skills that everybody should know. Even a baby too can know how to bake, yes. So there's no excuse for we, the adults, not to know how to bake, because it's the sweetest skill to me, it's the sweetest skill that one should know how to do. So moving forward, we'll be talking on how we can also make money through baking, because the topic today mostly is about how to make money through baking, because I know youth nowadays that after money,
Getting the
yes,
bag.
yes, getting the bag. So we want to also like talking more about how to make money through baking. Now, we will say is baking is only for ladies, only for the females. No, even the male can know how to bake. In some other countries, there are male that are chef, like real chefs that know how to bake, knows how to cook. So we should not say this is for this particular gender.
Even in
No.
this school, there is a law student that bakes and he's a boy. I'm sure most of us are familiar with Fawaz the cake boy. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've heard about him. So you don't have to be a woman to know how to bake
Yeah.
or make money from baking.
Yes.
So It's
So
for everybody.
it's for everybody. There's no exemption in baking business. So another way is that we can distribute baking, we can distribute our product to other states, not only your resident state. No, through baking you can distribute your product to other states. That is how people from other states will know your brand and how you bake your cake, and apart from your cake, your pastries. So another way for making money through baking, another way for making money through baking, I would say, is like putting your all when baking. For example, the ingredients you put in baking will attract people from tasting more of your goods. For example, if you are making cake, I would like to use cake as an example. If you are making cakes, make sure you use a good and flavorable ingredient that will attract more customer and more
Makes your
people.
own
Yes, to
cake
get
different
your
from
cake.
other people's cake that
Yes,
people would like.
to taste, so that they will be anxious and be ready to taste it because of your special ingredients you are putting on. Don't just do your baking like you just want to make money through it. No, baking comes with passion, it comes
Yes,
with love. You
love.
must put your all in it. If not, you are not just, you might be doing it to gain money, yes, but apart from money you also do it to like gain trust and to gain like yes, in the customers or the people that are tasting the cake. So that is another way of like gaining and making money through baking.
Another way of making money through baking is by teaching other people. If you have already known how to bake and you want to monetize your skill, you can have maybe a WhatsApp class or something, or post on YouTube how to bake different things, and people will sign up for your classes and pay for it. So that's another way to make money through baking skill.
So you can also make money through baking. Like you have said before, you said you have to make your own specialty. When you make your own specialty, and I taste it today, after tasting it today, I want to try it again the next time because I know that, oh, I'm getting the best from these people. I need to try it again. So when you make it very like make it like what people want in your own special way, like add your own specialty, people want to like buy more from you because they know that, oh, this person cake is the best, so I don't want to like, even though any day you say you don't have self, they will be like, I will wait for you until you bake, and after you bake, that's when I will like get the cake. So it's good, you should put your all and you should be confident about it. You should not like just do it like, oh, I just want to do it for doing sake, at least people will eat it, shebi people are buying it, I just want to do it like that. No, you should do it with, put your best in it, put your all.
Very intentional about it.
Yeah, and put your all and make it something that make it special, do it with love, because any cake that is made with love is always like, maybe it's always sweeter, like they say.
Okay, yes, they have said it all. That is one of the way in which we can like make money through baking. Another ways that we can make money through baking is
It was selling for other people, I think.
You don't only have to sell to the consumers that will eat it immediately. You can sell it to local shops, you can sell it to restaurants, you can sell it to cafes where they sell coffee and cake or bread. Or you can sell it to restaurants or cafes where they sell cheese or bread or pie or anything. I think Centrina here too in school, they sell meat pie, they sell bread, and it's ways of making their own money as well.
When you partner with big company, some
Yes.
people partner like so for example, now some people say every 2 weeks I'll be distributing cake to this company because they want to sell to the consumer.
Yes.
Like something like that, partner with other company in order to
and I would like to add to it also online marketing. or advertisements can also bring the funds to baking business. For example, you are making cake, chin, banana cake, coconut cake, and the likes. You can post it on your blog, either WhatsApp, Facebook, not only Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the likes, so that you can be able to get followers, and from followers, consumers will be able to like purchase your goods, to be able to like gain money from them. So through online marketing, we can also make money through baking, because you can advertise your skills on how to bake to them, so that they will be able to get interest in what you are baking, and they can be able to like catch, okay, you able to catch what you are baking, how it is, to like taste from it. So that is another way of gaining money through baking.
You can also gain money through packaging. When you package your baking well, you can sometimes a lot of people do a mistake that maybe they make something and they will not package it well. When you package your goods well, it will be eye catching, that people will want to see that, oh, I need to buy from this person, even though maybe the
what's
taste.
this new thing? I want to know what it tastes like, and people will just buy it. You have a lot of customers from there as well.
And also that we would like to say, if you want to get a catchy consumer that will be able to purchase your goods or your products, you can make well,
You've answered the question.
okay.
Okay. Unite is saying hi. Hi.
Okay,
Hi,
good
hi to
afternoon.
you too. Good afternoon.
We're talking about baking. We've been talking about baking and how
Baking.
to make money from baking business.
Okay. Somebody asked, can I bake? Yes, you can bake. Baking is not for only one person, it's for all.
Mention the name of the person.
Delight.
Delight.
Delight Nsoma.
Inesoma asks that,
Can I bake locally? Can
Yes.
I bake it locally? I think we've answered the question.
Yes, you've answered the question. Yes, you
You
can
can
bake.
bake cake, guys. You don't need a fancy industrial oven or a
Yes.
big bakery
To be able to bake. Yes.
cake.
Also, I think I want to share this. Like, for example, for can I bake locally? I want to share this. For example, when my sister was learning how to bake, so their tutor asked them to like bake a cake. So because there was no industrial oven, so she has to use a pot and sand and some other thing in order for her to just bake that cake. And the cake came out very nice, because I tasted the cake and it was very, very nice. So you can bake locally. You can
You
bake a
even
cake
need
locally.
charcoal. Go outside, the sand is very easily accessible to you. Your sand and your pot, and just put your baking pan inside the pot, on top of the sand. When you have put the sand inside the pot and put it on fire, just make sure that it doesn't get burnt, and you are checking it from time to time.
Okay, I would like to add some tips in baking. For example, in Nigeria, we all know the particular snacks that everybody eats. For example, the pop buns, fish pie, and the like. So, with the knowledge of baking, you can make all those kind of snacks to be able to gain money, because people really purchase just those snacks more than, let's just say, because of the prices being tagged to them. So, through baking, you can make money by making the most particular or the most easiest and the most purchased snacks that one can easily get, because through that people will be able to purchase more. For example, if pop is 10 naira, cake is 500. Nigerians should rather go for the 10 naira pop than the 5, because of the economic situation that is happening. So with that, you can be able to make money more through by baking or frying the most easiest and the most easy to purchase snacks, that you can be able to gain money and to gain more customers.
And you have to make it more accessible. Like make it accessible. You should not be like you are doing this baking and you are hiding somewhere. You have to make yourself accessible that people will be able to buy from you. That whenever they need it, that they will be able to get to you and get whatever and get the baking. Maybe it's pop or maybe it's chin chin.
Or meat pie. I don't know.
Yes.
So, so
Okay, I would like to add to this. Another way of making money through baking is when you get an order from an event that, okay, for example, I'm a baker, I do small chops and like I get an order from an event that, okay, I'll be like I would like to bake or like to like make snacks for this particular event. Through that, you can also make money because the event planner or the event owner would like to pay more because it's a special deal with you, the baker, to be able to like provide some snacks and some small chops. You know what is small chops now? When you have combination of buns, pop-off, we also have tinku and the likes. So through that you can make money as a baker because that is what you specialize on. So yeah, I would say through events you can make money.
yeah, and most events make you more like make people recognize you faster because if I'm getting small shop from you and someone in the event like the small shop and they ask maybe the event planner, you're able to bring more customers to you so that you can be able to like distribute to them next time whenever they're having it.
Another event.
So shoe baking you can get through events you can get
Recognition.
and you can also make a name for yourself through baking because you see fashion designer you are making a name for yourself even through hairdressing you are making a name through baking also you can make a name for yourself. It's not only for like people to just eat your cake or eat your meat pie or eat your donuts and just leave. You can make a name for yourself. You can be the biggest cake maker or biggest small shop maker through baking. So
Yes.
baking can make you make a name for yourself.
In regards to that, there are some people I know that they only eat this fortunate bread. They don't eat any other bread because of how good and soft they make their bread. So if you have your own identity and the way you do your own things, it makes people want to only get from you and not from other people.
Okay, another way through which you can make money through baking is baking education. Yes, as a baker, you can educate or tutor other aspiring baker who wants to be like you, and through that you can get money. I could remember in around my residence, there are some particular group of girls who went to a baker, like a big baker shop, just to go and acquire skills and knowledge from the baker. So through that you can also make money because them going to the baker to like acquire skills, know how the baker will not be able to like collect our own commission from them. So through that you can make money. Through educating other people to become a baker, you can make money. Yes, that's another way.
And some people it's just online class that they will do for you and they are collecting
It's not
millions.
physical. It doesn't have to be stressful for you. It's just physical. You just make with small batches with their phones and then send it on maybe their WhatsApp group or whatever it is, whatever medium they are using to teach people.
What are the strategies to get people to educate? How can you get people to enroll if you want to teach them baking?
Okay, to get people enrolled, if you want to teach, you can like do some videos of your own on how to bake, to be able to catch people who are aspiring to bake, to be able to enroll on your platform or on your page. Yes,
Make
like-
small content about how you made this one.
Yes.
Make a flyer about yourself and tell people to help you to maybe repost and tell other people about yourself, like about what you do. And sometimes you can even give them a case so that when they want to explain to the other person, they will be able to like put all those, all those words for you.
Yeah, I see many bakers, they produce, they make content showing their cake, but they don't say, if you want to learn, contact me. That means they don't include call to action.
Yes.
In fact, they don't even say, if you want me to make this cake for you, this is how much it costs. You are just showing cake, showing cake. So it's not good. So when you show the cake in your video, you should show how much it will cost. So the person does not need to contact you and ask how much. Already they know the price, so they can only decide whether to buy or not. Then sometimes you can do free coaching for people. So when you do free coaching, after the free coaching, if they want to continue, it's still that same video to continue with.
Yes.
Okay, that's why we have advanced learning that, you know, as he has
Like
said.
how much do cake makers make? Baker, how much do they make? So let's discuss that.
Okay.
How much?
Okay, we have a lot of baker, and some people make a lot of money from baking. We have some people that are making, like, it depends on how big the business is actually. For a starter, I can say some people will make like 20,000 per month.
And how the quantity of what they are making, so it depends on that.
And most time, if you buy your ingredients in bulk, you will make a lot of money because you are buying it in bulk. But when you are buying it, maybe you want to make a cake, you buy half pint of this,
Flour.
half pint of flour, half pint of sugar, half pint of kidney, of yeast or eggs. You might not be able to make a lot of gain from it because you are making what in small quantity and you are buying it small. But when you buy one bag of flour, you'll be able to make a lot of money. One crate of egg, at least you have some gain from them before maybe you are not splitting it. And when you make for people in bulk, you make a lot of money. You can see some restaurants, they are making over 1 million because they are paying other workers from what they are making in their shops or in their
Industry. Okay.
How can one get capital to start baking?
Okay, I would like to say, if you want to get a capital, like how to get a capital to start baking business, you don't really need much to start. You don't, because I believe that you start from somewhere. Yes. For example, if you want to make a pop-up, for example, you don't really need much because it does not require much capital. You just need to start from somewhere to be able to gain much
Whatever
from
profits
it.
you get from
Yes,
it.
yes, and consistency is very important. You don't just make it because okay, it's a small startup or it's a small quantity. It won't really come at the way I expect. You have to like keep on doing it, and when you keep on doing it, you'll be able to gain what you expect, the money you expect from the business. So I would say consistency is very, very important in baking business.
and you can use like 20,000 to start a business of pop-off and donuts, and you make a lot of money from it. You can make like maybe like 5,000 max from it because when you use 20,000 to start a pop-off, or when you use to start a cake, you make a lot because the price they are selling cake now is very, we all know that cake is very, very expensive.
Yes.
So people are really making a lot of money. That's why they are making it more expensive, and when they try it, they'll be like, oh, we want to buy from you next time. So bakers are making money from baking. But
And if you are a beginner baker and you just started baking, I would advise that you do not get discouraged from your first batch of products, because as the more you bake, the more better that you become. So
and for how to get money, I think maybe you can get money through maybe your savings, maybe what you that you want to, because you can't just wake up that I want to start business and not having any capital with you. You might have a little capital with you and you can start with that capital. Start with that, maybe it's like 10k, maybe it's like 20k. You can just start with that capital. So or maybe money you get from money that you save up, any money you save up, you can just use it as capital to start before you start getting your profit.
Yes, from the
like I said before, you just use whatever you have now to start. Start with whatever you have now, and then building your profits from there.
yes.
And if your goal is a large scale business, when you start and you are getting more profits and you are doing more and more and more, it will become big later on.
Okay, before we round up, I would believe that we were able like to talk more about how to make money through baking, and I hope you all understand what we are talking about. So to round off this,
And if you have any question, you can ask us.
yes,
We are
you can
waiting
ask,
for your
yeah, for your
question.
questions.
Anything you want to say, you can just
You can just
you should
type
not-
it out. We'll be able to like answer you. So like I have to give you people some tips on how to make chin chin. We shouldn't say, oh, how will I make chin chin? Will it cost much, or will it remove, or will it like add much? So I would like to give some tips on how to make chin chin, which is one of, let me not just say an easiest an easy something to do or to make. So for the ingredients to make chin chin, we need your flour, your sugar, your margarine, your baking powder, your salt, of course oil for frying, and wool and sugar. Yes, sugar to bring some sweety taste. So if we want to like make chin chin, the first step for us to do is to set in a bowl, bring out your flour, shift it if possible, yes, because there's some slums it
Yeah, some
that
particles
some particles
that
in
were
it
joined
that,
together.
yes, you shouldn't be found in the chin chin. So when you bring that, when you shift your flour, then you add your baking powder, you add your egg. Yes, I forgot to mention the eggs. Egg is very important. You add your egg, you
Even
add your
milk.
sugar, you add milk. Then after that, you rub them together. If you have your mixer, you can be able to use it to mix them. After mixing them, or if you don't have mixer, you can just put it on a flat tray.
Clean
Then
your flat
you
surface.
clean your flat surface, then you make a dough, then you knead it very well so that all the ingredients will be able to mash together. So after that, after kneading them, and when your ingredient has already blended together, you carry your cutter. There are different type of cutter, but if you don't have cutter for chin chin, you can use a
Use
knife.
your
knife,
Of
yes.
course, knife is very available to cut any size that you want. Then after kneading, you use your instrument for cutting the chin chin. Then you cut it to your preferable size. Then after cutting it, although the oil will still be on fire, about to like get ready for the chin chin to be put in. So after cutting the chin chin into your flour into your preferable size, then you put it into the hot deep oil. Your oil must be deep oil because it's an hot fry.
So that your chin and the flour will not like, how will I put it?
Yeah.
Do not be oily.
Stick, yes, and it will not stick together. So there must be enough oil on the fry pan. So that you make your chin chin, and when it is ready, it must be golden brown. So it's going to bring a crispy and crunchy taste after the process of it frying in the hot deep fry.
And a lot of people make money from chin chin because chin chin is one of the snacks and one of the pastry that no stay longer than 2 weeks, especially when it's not open to air. So chin chin stay very long than any other pastry because we see cake maybe max 1 week. We see donuts maybe just a day, even puff just a day. But you see chin chin, you can preserve it. You see many even
And cake, so you can preserve cake, yes.
And there are different companies, big companies now that are making chin chin. There's mini me chin chin. There's different things that you can do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people eat chin chin. Even when you are reading, you can still take your chin chin and eat because
You snack on it.
Yes.
Whatever you are doing, you can. It's very easy to
it's
to
avoidable.
move it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can move it anywhere. Even when you are traveling, you can even take your chin chin along with you. You can do.
To snack when you're reading it, when you're watching something, you snack on your chin chin. It's very, very easy.
So we are still waiting for your questions. We'll be able to like answer them all. So any questions that you have in your mind concerning baking, how to make money through baking, we are ready to answer them. So we would like to get more questions from you. I hope we were able to answer the like the people that asked
Ask
some
questions.
questions, and we're also greeting. We also like to greet okay, I think we could not really see the name. So anybody that is sending greeting, we're also greeting you from here, and we really appreciate you for watching us and coming alive to be with us and to share our thoughts and our knowledge about baking
and how to
make money through baking. So we'd like to get more questions from you. We'd like to get much question from you viewers. We appreciate you.
And whatever snacks you've tried, you can tell us about it, how you feel,
Experience,
and the
yes.
one that you were like you were
Able to
connected to, that you want to try again. So
So um,
so if you have any comments, any of your, you can share with us. Snacks is
Has
life.
to be questions. You can just tell us about any snacks that you've eaten recently that you like or that you remember that stood out to you. Just
For example, like me now, I tried a sausage roll, and I was seeing a whole hot dog inside. The hot dog, it was not ground, and I don't like it. So, and also you see some people, like now I tried mini chin chin, and I love the chin chin. So you can tell us what you like about one product. So anything you like about it, you can just tell us. You can share with us.
yes.
Because for example, me, I prefer fish roll than any other snacks, and I also prefer chin chin also, but I prefer fish roll than any other snack. So
I think me I prefer egg rolls to any other snack. Mainly because of the egg. I like eggs.
so
Okay.
Any questions that you have for us, we are here to answer them.
Which of the snacks are easier to make? Which one is easy?
I think
Bread, cake,
Puff
Puff.
puff, donut, chin chin.
chin chin, puff chin chin.
And which one sells faster?
I think
In general, I would
Puff-puff,
say
yeah.
snacks, and the snacks comprises of puff, buns, chin chin, meat pie, egg roll, and the likes.
Yes.
Then out of them, we say puff and buns sells most. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, most.
even though not somehow fast, it's just that the time that it is spending, you putting it down to make it swell. That's the only thing. After that,
Some
it's very
people-
easier.
People in busy corners, you see them selling, making pop or is it pop and
Yes.
selling it. And before it's ready, people are buying it.
Yes. Puff
But
sells-
can graduates do some of that kind of thing?
A graduate can do it
Yes.
because in small shops sef, there's always a pop-off. There's surely a pop-off, even though they put samosa, even though they put
We call them
rolls.
small shops.
But-
Graduates can
Some graduates will be shy now, that one on the street. They sell very well though.
Yes.
But can graduates really do it?
Graduates can sell pop-off. It's just that your branding will be different from that
the
of
local
roadside.
ones. Yes.
So a graduate,
How would it be different with roadside? This is roadside is where the customers are. And busy bus stoppers, they are trying to enter the bus, coming from work, they want to buy and take their children out to eat or to do this thing.
it can be different through your ingredients. Roadside, like for example, some roadside, their pop-off are not always like tasting very well. But you can also stand at the roadside though. But it's just that you make a difference in the way you make it. Like
Through
it's,
pre-order, like somebody can order from you, yes, that they would like to get your special kind of pop-off, your buns, your snacks. So through that, yes, a graduate can make pop-off and they can make money through that. So it's for all, like I said earlier, it's for all. There is no particular, yes, people that
There's no particular
it's
group
more
of people that do
because of it.
To start a bakery, how much do you need to start a bakery?
it. To start a bakery,
baking differ, but it depend. At least 20,000 you can start baking.
That fortunate people.
Fortunate bakery is a big scale bakery, a large scale bakery. And if
Yeah,
you want to start that,
I think they started from somewhere.
Yeah.
You cannot just say, okay, just come up
Come and
and
start.
idea and start big. No, they started from somewhere.
yes,
For them to be able to increase their business skills, their production
Yes.
on how to bake. Because let's just say Fortunate is one of the most selling bread bakery in
Ilorin.
Ilorin. So that's it.
And I want to say this, for baking, I think one of the disadvantages that it spoil quickly. And when it spoil quickly, you can't make it in a large scale. Maybe you don't have your customer base. So you have to build your customer base first before thinking of making it in a large scale.
Yes.
Because if not, everything is gone, it's lost like that. So you have to think of it, build your customer base and start making small, slow and steady in the rest.
Yes. So,
with time it will become a big, large scale business. So you have to start small. I don't believe any big company started big like that.
yes,
you
yes.
know.
Even Dangote said they
Yes,
started
started small.
It's now people that will now begin to partner with you. When they begin to
Yes.
partner with you, you become big.
So we are still waiting for your comments, we are still waiting for your questions. In case you have any for us, we are here to answer you. And we also want to thank the viewers that are watching us live. We appreciate your presence, we appreciate your time too.
Thank
Yeah.
you for watching us and listening to us.
We appreciate you. Really appreciate you. So we'll be waiting for your comments, waiting for your questions.
But is it like a question? Can I ask you? Like for me, egg roll. Must egg roll be so very brownish before you know it's done? Or does it have to just like a little brown? You know some egg roll, you see it that it's very brown.
Yeah, yes.
So what's the difference? Is it that
I would like to say, apart from egg, but there are some buns like that too. They don't like make it brown. So baker, they don't make it brown. Although, apart from frying, there are other ways we can make all those snacks. Through baking too, we can make pop-up, we can make buns, we can make meat pie too, through baking. It's not until we fry it. So I would say it depends on the baker choice. Because some they don't really like it brownish, while some like it brownish. I can mention many like baker shop or baker store that I do see some buns which is supposed to be brown, although I prefer the brownish one and the brownish one to the non-brownish one. So I'll say it depends on the baker choice of how he or she wants to bake the snacks.
so? Oh, that's nice. So you can follow us on Unilorin YouTube.
Tech Hub YouTube channel
Yes.
where we talk about different entrepreneurship businesses and how to make money online and
Yes, not to make money. Apart from that,
to
to share
subscribe
some
to our
ideas.
YouTube channel,
Yes.
Unilorin Tech Hub
Yes.
YouTube channel.
Yes. Just need a subscription. Your likes too is important. Just need to
Watch and
subscribe
comment.
to this channel. We really appreciate
And you can tell people about us to any other people that you know that want to make money online and they don't know how to go about it or what to do. Yeah, we are talking about different skills. So
subscribe, like, comment, and watch more videos on the channel.
Unilorin Tech Hub YouTube channel.
channels.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so much
watching.
for your time.
us.
Bye.
Bye.